visitor at this hour? It's midnight and there's a snowstorm going on. Oh, hello. Ooh, you look extremely cold. Please come inside. The last thing we want is for you to get frostbite. Here, have a seat by the fire. Let it warm you. May I ask what it seems to be an amateur adventurer like you is doing in the middle of a sub-zero snowstorm in the middle of the night? You were looking for me, the Ice Mage. People still call me that, huh? Well, you found me. I wish I could offer you a prize. You want to learn how to become an Ice Magess? I could totally show you how to do that. Sure, it's been a while since anybody has come through these woods, especially during a snowstorm where a werewolf or a vampire might be lurking, but I'm not one to judge. I was like you. No, an arrow to the knee did not stop me. What stopped me? I got bored. Too good, if I may say so myself. But that's about it. Well, you seem to be warming up pretty quickly. I used a very, very special book to make sure that that fire would never go out. And it won't burn anybody. You do know that's how mages work, right? We're not like wizards or witches that go to a school and get a fancy wand, or warlocks and warlesses that get clothing and jewelry to enhance their abilities. And don't even get me started on the monks praying to some phony baloney god. Well, yes, they get powers from it, but there's no proof of it being there. If anything, it just sounds like some kids' movie fantasy friendship is magic. Well, mage magic is the most pure. They're from books. Well, let me rephrase that. The real books, the original ones, nobody knows where they are. Well, that's a lie because I have 3. But the ones that you probably see in the libraries are copycat books and counterfeits. Ones that have watered down spells that are not nearly as effective. Oh, trust me, I've seen them, and they are crudely made. I'm surprised that the judges haven't found out who makes them yet. The judges? You've never heard of the judges? The judges are essentially the most powerful magical beings. They can take down anybody with magic or not using magic. They're immune to it. It's said that they can kill monks' gods, if they even are real. No mage or wizard or anything like that you've seen in a movie or comic can even compare to a judge. They're more judge, jury, and executioner. And I guess in a sense lawyers, if you're asking the right people. But you aren't here to become a judge, you're here to become a magess. Good. I gotta tell you one thing, standing up to the elements like that is pretty hardcore. That's coming from me, an Ice Mage, someone who, well, has the Book of Ice and Water and also the Book of Fire. Why fire? Fire because if there's anybody that wants to become a fire mage and wants to challenge me, well, they don't have anything to challenge me with. They'll have to find the Book of Magma, which I'm pretty sure is in an active volcano. So they can have fun with that. But hey, I'm glad he became an Ice Mage. I mean, I'm the only Ice Mage there is, but you can keep me company. It's not like I've been here for 10 years on my own with no family, but we'll get to that later. You don't have a family either? Yeah, I was like you, going around trying to find the books or somebody to teach me. Nobody did. I did it the old school way. Read the books, read the books, read the books. And I did. How do I know I'm so powerful? Well, mages in some areas are mocked and kind of tossed around as if they're nothing. So, I had to stand up for myself. Good thing my magic was much stronger than everybody else's. But you, I see a great potential in you. You could be so much better than what I am, more powerful. But don't let that power go to your head, because a judge might show up. And no, I don't give out cloaks like this. Believe me, I wish I did. Everybody would have a better fashion sense, but I can get you one. You're enthusiastic about this already. I can tell this is going to be a great mentorship or apprenticeship, whatever you want to call it. You know, you kind of remind me of somebody. A magess who was the queen of the skies. A light. She was the only mage that could fly, which is pretty crazy. Never heard of her. Well, she went missing around 5 to 6 years ago. But you could probably be more powerful than her, probably more so than anybody. Powerful enough to take out a judge? Oh, no, that's impossible. Yeah, it's been rough being alone. But hey, look, you are going to learn from the best. And I'm going to get you the best gear and definitely the best motivation. You have a book of your own. One of the original books? May I see it? This is the original Book of Nature. How did you manage to find this? It was said that this was off the map for years. I thought it was always stored away in some sort of vault in the middle of an ancient temple, probably filled to the brim with traps. You don't remember how you got it? Well, this could be a fine addition. Not to my collection, but to your knowledge. Using this with the Book of Ice and Water, and maybe even Fire, if you really want to dabble in that, you could be a formidable foe and extremely powerful. Knowing that many books is amazing. What led you to be a magess? Tired of being pushed around? Yeah, I know what that feels like. Even by people that aren't necessarily magic. Vampires have their black magic, which is just freaky. Then you have the werewolves and the kitsunes and then all those other yokai and things like that. And I did see a zombie walking around a couple of days ago. No idea how that came to be. I'll tell you one thing, I've seen him scare off vampires, which, gotta say, if you can scare a vampire, it's pretty hardcore. But nonetheless, though, I'm pretty sure you could scare one off. I mean, once you learn these books, you definitely will. Especially with that Book of Fire. You will give them a run for their money. You want to start wearing tomorrow? Deal. Yeah. Just do it tomorrow. Be easy. You seem pretty enthusiastic. You have a lot of energy. And hey, I guarantee you, you are going to be one hell of a mage, yes. Oh, you never gave me your name either. That name is beautiful. People around here call me Frost. No, not Jack Frost, that urban legend, just Frost. Well, the truth is, I don't know my name. People just call me that, so I stuck with it. Right now, why know what Frost says? Get some rest. Because tomorrow, you are going to learn a lot.